when you're deeply entrenched in volunteering and helping and you're surrounded, you're not really giving yourself time to recover from trauma. And it's extremely important because we're not going to be able to sit in here and talk about how to mitigate the damages and avoid more lives being lost in the next flood if we can't think clearly while we're going through this flood.
It was a 4th of July flood residents of Kerr County, Texas won't ever forget. 136 dead, homes and businesses destroyed. The entire landscape of this central Texas community forever changed. Damage could run up to $22 billion. And as survivors pick up the pieces, the question remains, how do they pay to restore a community they love?
I'm not seeing the type of accountability that we deserve. I'm not seeing the type of transparency that we deserve. I'm seeing a lot of pointing fingers and fall guys. And I think that's where the issue is, and that's what needs to be investigated.
Which is exactly why Kerrville Mayor Joe Herring hosted a joint Senate-House committee. His residents feel abandoned. They want answers and they want help.
Well, it's sort of the thoughts and prayers thing. So it seems like our culture's really good at that. But I heard a line that said, thoughts and prayers in Texas means you're on your own.
Straight Arrow News has been monitoring local meetings since the floods. Residents have shared their concerns, many of them talking about sirens and warning time. Funding did not top the agenda. On July 6, Governor Greg Abbott issued a disaster declaration, making the region available for state funds. On July 14th, county commissioners voted to have the assessor calculate how much could be raised if they hiked property tax 8%. And what about FEMA? Kerr County Judge Rob Kelly says FEMA is there and will help. At a recent meeting, he said FEMA will reimburse, but they're slow. Kelly added the last time FEMA was involved in a Kerr County project, it took nearly 3 years for the county to be reimbursed. Straight Arrow News spoke with Samantha Montano, an associate professor of emergency management at Massachusetts Maritime Academy, who said the size of the community plays a large role in recovery. Rural communities like Kerr County particularly struggle because there's an endless list of things that need to happen. She stressed recovery is difficult for everyone, but it can be slightly easier for communities with more resources. Governor Abbott called a special session that runs through the 19th of August. Emergency funding is part of that agenda. For a deeper dive as to why FEMA may take even longer than usual, check out the Straight Arrow News app, where we take a deeper dive into a flood-ravaged community trying to recover. For Straight Arrow News, I'm Lauren Keenan.